Tesla has got some big plans for all of their models in 2025. They are bringing some crazy new designs, new features. It's going to be exciting, but at the same time, they're also removing features and making some controversial changes that some owners are going to hate. If you're a Tesla owner or a potential owner, I've got some good news and some bad news in this video you need to know about right now. So let me break this down, talk to you about Tesla's master plan for 2025, which is getting more interesting by the day, and break down the top 10 or so big changes and features, the good news and bad news you need to know about right now, including some new details on the one of the new Tesla models that was just leaked in an interesting way. Let me break this all down and tell you what you need to know, and also give a huge thanks to Oedro for sponsoring this video. Okay, so to really start and give you the full context here for Tesla's 2025 master plan, I've actually got to kind of pick up with right here where we are in 2024, because we're about to hit sort of an inflection point in the year that is going to sort of change Tesla's plans drastically for 2025 and beyond. And it is both good news and bad news for current and future Tesla owners. Of course, what I'm talking about here is Tesla's biggest event of the year. This is the October 10th event, the big 10/10 event, where Tesla is set to unveil two things. They're finally going to show us the Cybercab. This is like an autonomous taxi. It shouldn't have a steering wheel. We're learning it's going to be wireless charging capable. It's going to have seats that are able to sort of swivel around. And this is Tesla's first, purpose-built, fully autonomous passenger vehicle. The second sort of prong to this is they're also going to release sort of a new service, which is the Robotaxi fleet, which allows Tesla owners and also Tesla themselves to commission their vehicles to join a network to basically work like autonomous Uber. So the idea is sort of like it's a mix between Uber and Airbnb. So you sort of own your Tesla, you drive it when you want to drive it to work, drive it to school, drive it home. And then the idea is when your car is normally sitting idly by, like when you're at work or when you're sleeping, you can sort of push a button, send it out to the Robotaxi fleet, and then it would go out, pick up people, drop them off, and make you money. Obviously, that's a simpler explanation than what it's actually going to be like, but essentially that's the idea, assuming all goes according to Elon's master plan. Now, the story for this is changing rapidly, but based off of what we know right now, all of the dominoes are sort of falling into place for this October 10th event. A couple of interesting pieces of news we've learned over the last couple of days is that, one, it looks like Tesla is going to hold this event at the Warner Brothers backlot in Burbank, California. It actually won't be held at the Giga Texas factory, which is an interesting move. And also we're learning that Tesla is collecting extensive amounts of data from vehicles around that area in general, seemingly in preparation for the full self-driving Cybercab reveal. That maybe they'll demo this on backlots, maybe they'll demo this thing on city streets. They're collecting a bunch of information specifically around that area to be ready to go, hopefully for a really cool, really impressive Cybercab demo. What's also super interesting here is that we may have just gotten our first look ever at the real deal Cybercab. A photo posted on Reddit appears to show a Cybercab prototype vehicle driving around at night the Warner Brothers lot in Southern California, presumably testing and getting ready for the big event sometime next month. As of right now, all of the sort of details to this seem credible. This does appear to be our first look at Cybercab. It's sort of this wrap image. It's unclear right now if this back portion is just kind of there to be sort of a camouflage and a deterrent for people taking photos, or if there's really going to be some sort of big brain box on the back of the vehicle. But yeah, this just leaked. This is allegedly Cybercab, and this is our best look yet at this new Tesla vehicle. Really, the first new Tesla vehicle since Cybertruck back in 2019 that'll be revealed very soon. Now, if all goes according to plan, the good news for you and I, us fellow Tesla owners, is that we could potentially make money and sort of subsidize the cost of our car by sort of renting it out to the Tesla fleet, for example, without us having really to do any work. As long as, I guess, the car meets the criteria and you've got the app and everything syncs up, you shouldn't have to do anything but let your car do its own thing. That could be cool, and you can get basically paid for owning a Tesla. The downside to this, and one of the things many are concerned about, is that with the launch of Cybercab and the Robotaxi fleet, that Tesla's attention will even further drift away from cars and updates and things for general owners and heavily shift into full self-driving and robotaxi, as that is going to be a moneymaker for them. Now, Tesla has been known for sort of juggling many things at once, and we have seen sort of Elon and Tesla's general sort of attention shift from different project to different project from time to time. And I'm sure for a while it's going to be all Cybercab all the time. Hopefully this doesn't mean any bad news for other Tesla products, but it is sort of something that many Tesla owners are concerned about, that once Cybercab launches, that's all it's going to be, and that'll be Tesla's priority, and not updating, the software in our cars, or even just generally bringing other software updates or hardware updates to just the general Tesla owner population. After that wraps up in October, things are going to get very interesting through the end of the year for a few big reasons. Number one is that we should continue to see some pretty good Tesla deals and discounts and incentives heat up, especially for the Model Y, since we know the Model Y Juniper is on the horizon. That vehicle will be launching very, very soon. I would not be surprised if we see some more aggressive tactics from Tesla to sort of clear out their existing inventory. This could maybe be things like free supercharging miles, could be free FSD, could be free upgrades. Like we got this on the Model X right now, where you can sort of do any paid upgrade free. Maybe we see that come to the Model Y. Definitely a lot of different things Tesla could do in order to sort of boost their Q4 numbers. And I would definitely say that if you're sort of in the market to buy, always sort of waiting to the end of the quarter is a good idea, because that's usually when Tesla offers their best deals. And I'm curious to see at the end of Q4 if things really heat up and we get some really good deals that are hopefully better than what we've seen in a while. The other thing we're expecting to see around the end of the year is Tesla end production of the Foundation Series Cybertruck and go on to producing the regular Cyber Beast and dual motor Cybertruck variants, followed by the single motor variant sometime probably late next year or early 2026. Right now, of course, there's the Foundation Series. You can order this in Canada. You can order it in the United States. You don't have to have a reservation. You can just jump on the website and order it right now, as Tesla is nearing the end of this line. And then once the Foundation Series is over, that's it. No more Foundation Series trucks, no more goodies, no more laser etched Foundation Series. That is that. So if you want a Foundation Series truck, you want to make sure you order now. You should be able to take delivery relatively quickly, depending on where you are in the US or Canada, but that is coming to an end. And if you're hoping for an $80,000 Cybertruck, that'll be coming to us soon in the not too distant future, though I would recommend you do place an order if you don't have one already, because I'm sure that once the Foundation Series ends and demand shoots back up for the $80,000 Cybertruck, there will likely be a long line, and Tesla will go back to the reservation system, sort of first come, first serve, not like every man for themselves, order whenever. So definitely keep that in mind if you're looking for a cheaper Cybertruck, hopefully coming by the end of this year. And if you've got your eyes set on one of these new cheaper Teslas, or especially if you're looking to buy a Cybertruck, which is a really sweet vehicle, you've also got to get this accessory on day one. When you place the order for your Tesla, you should buy this. It's an amazing set of all-weather, super high-quality floor mats made by Oedro. Now, I love Oedro. I've got Oedro mats on all my Teslas. They make some really great Model 3, Model Y mats. They've got you covered no matter what Tesla you've got. And now they are here with their latest offering for the Cybertruck. That is just amazing, because you want to make sure, especially if you're going off-road with your Cybertruck, or you've got things in and out, you're using your truck-for-truck things, you want to keep that interior protected, and these Oedro mats are perfect for that. Couple of things I love right off the bat: they've got a really great design that perfectly matches sort of the minimal but rugged and elegant theme of the Cybertruck. They also perfectly fit the Cybertruck's interior super, super well, so they're going to give you maximum coverage here, whether it's the driver's side, passenger side, for backseat passengers as well. And they're made of really high quality TPE material that, again, not only is easy to clean, but also very durable as well. So these can withstand the dirt, dust, grime, whatever spills you've got on the floor, any accidental kicks, but you can just wash them off a little bit and they will be good to go. And again, giving you great coverage inside of your Cybertruck. And regular viewers of my channel know that I love a good pair of high quality floor mats. I think it's super important to keep your Tesla protected, keep it secure. And especially with Cybertruck, there really aren't any options out there besides what Tesla's doing, and the Tesla mats are expensive and not necessarily worth it. These Oedro ones are amazing, going to give you really great high quality looks, high quality coverage, going to be perfect for your Cybertruck. But again, even if you got a Model 3, Model Y, Oedro has got you covered as well. They also have a really cool rear spoiler I've showed off as well. That's awesome for Model 3 and Model Y. If you want to learn more, check out these amazing floor mats for yourself. Really just check out all the amazing things that Oedro has to offer for your Tesla. Give your Tesla a huge upgrade with these Oedro products by hitting the link right down below in the description. Check it out. Link down below. Great accessories from Oedro for your Tesla. Especially these Cybertruck mats. They're awesome. It's also around this time near the end of the year that we should be getting one of Tesla's biggest software updates for the year, which is the big holiday update. Now, Tesla, to give credit where credit's due, their software team has been doing a really good job of giving us a pretty good regular amount of updates. So we got the spring update, we got the summer update. The holiday update is usually the biggest of the year. As of right now, we don't know what's planned just yet. Maybe some user interface changes, maybe something like this could be super, super cool. It looks like SiriusXM will be a new app addition to the vehicle, so you'll be able to stream that on your Model 3, Model Y, Model S, Model X, Cybertruck. And as of right now, we don't know what other features may or may not be coming, but we know holiday updates have been a big thing for Tesla over the last couple of years, so this one should be pretty good coming before the end of this year. And then, of course, probably Tesla's biggest announcement that I know many of you guys watching my channel are excited for, that we could see near the end of this year, early next year. Specifics are a little fuzzy, but of course is the launch finally of the Model Y Juniper. The reason that I say the launch timeline is so fuzzy is because every couple of days we see more and more test vehicles of Model Y Juniper. We just saw one posted the other day in Palo Alto. And if we sort of apply the same logic and timeline to the Model 3 as we do the Model Y, that got an announcement in September. So a couple of months after we saw those camouflage vehicles, it was announced, and then it sort of had a staggered international release, which is something Tesla could do with the Model Y. Maybe they announce it before the end of the year, they start production over in China, they started rolling out in regional markets, and then they bring it internationally. You know, the good and the bad is that we could get a Model Y Juniper announcement soon, but it could not come to many markets for 6 months. We didn't get the Model 3 Highland in the US till 6 months after it came to other parts of the world internationally. So that is something we could see, though I'm hoping Tesla learns their lesson and streamlines the Model Y Juniper launch. It also makes sense that Tesla wouldn't want to cannibalize Model Y sales now, especially before the end of the year. So I think launch sometime next year would make sense, but maybe an announcement for that comes hopefully sooner, maybe near the end of the year. That'd be awesome. Of course, as of right now, we're looking at potentially 3 different versions of the Model Y. There'd be a base model, there'd be a mid-tier long-range model, and there'd be a performance model, which would be sort of like the Model 3 performance, which would be an absolute beast. And then as of right now, we're hearing at least 3 different configurations for certain markets. A 5-seat configuration, an all-new 6-seat configuration, and a 7-seat configuration for Model Y. The first time we've ever had 6-seat configuration options for that would be cool. And also the 7-seat option should be a new and improved, larger and more comfortable 7-seat option than the one that's a little cramped that we've got right now. We're also hearing better range is on the table for Model Y Juniper. This vehicle should have a physically larger battery pack that should pack more range. Of course, we've got the light bar on the outside. We should have the new interior with all the creature comforts, ventilated seats, better screen, rear screen for back passengers, RGB ambient lighting. It's just going to be a really sleek looking car. And then, of course, another big part of this vehicle, I guess sort of 2 parts. One is a front bumper camera, finally, to Model Y. Hopefully an auto frunk is included in there as well. And then this might be the very first Tesla to get the Hardware 5 camera system. So these would be, or I guess Tesla's calling it AI 5, but whatever. Newer cameras, higher resolution, maybe more cameras around the vehicle. This should be an all-new state-of-the-art camera system coming to Model Y that really future-proofs it. So not only do you get the new design and you get a vehicle that looks better and has more creature comforts, but it would have the latest and greatest Tesla camera system, which in the beginning might be a little bit of a bumpy transition, but over time should allow you to sort of maximize the lifespan of your vehicle, as Tesla these days is definitely prioritizing their newer hardware systems over their older ones, much to the dismay of many current Tesla owners and many of you watching this video. And then after Model Y Juniper, there are a few more wild cards we could see in the cards for next year. Of course, one of the big things we're expecting is a new, cheaper Tesla. We're hearing as of right now that it would be based likely on the Model Y sort of platform. Whether this is the new Model Y or the old Model Y, we don't know. But a new, cheaper, lower cost Tesla hopefully will be sub $30,000 and built around the Model Y. So you'd have that versatility, you'd have that extra space. It likely would forego many of the fancier features. So it might look like this Tesla Model 3 we got in Mexico just a couple of weeks ago that has cloth seats and a little bit less of the pizzazz and the rear screen, likely a little bit more stripped down, but that would also keep costs down. And then there's also the question of what other sort of normal upgrades we could see. Could we see new tire upgrades come to cars? Could we see a new color come to Teslas? Tesla, for a while, has been sort of testing a new blue internally. That's the last color in the palette that is yet to receive an upgrade for Model 3 and Model Y. So maybe we see something in that regard. In terms of Model 3, I'd suspect at some point they get the Hardware 5 camera upgrade to match that on Model Y, but besides that, probably no major change. And then Model S and Model X really remains a mystery. We've heard, at least for the last year or so, that those vehicles have been poised to get an update that would add things like RGB ambient lighting, a front bumper camera, among other things. But we've got no info suggesting when that's coming, what's coming, or anything. So really where the Tesla sort of abandoned Model S and Model X in terms of meaningful updates lately, but hopefully that changes in the new year in 2025 with some sort of refresh. I'm letting the latest version of Full Self-Driving drive me to my different errands here on my weekend, so I'm going to let myself get back to that. But in the meantime, if you want a free way to win some Amazon money, 3 simple things you got to do. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also just drop a comment down below. And as I'm doing Full Self-Driving here, what are your thoughts on Full Self-Driving? Do you use the FSD beta? Do you subscribe? Have you purchased it? What are your thoughts? It's going to see a pedestrian here crossing. What a good job this does a lot of the time. Drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this. As always, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Robert Rosenfeld. Leave that comment down below for some free Amazon money, and I'll see y'all in the next one.